I'm getting my day, blah, 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 blah. This is a video journal, a digital, because we got to be specific, don't we? Currently, who said currently? All right, listen. Listen me, listen who? Listen all of you who might be listening to the words that I have to say. Hi. I'm gonna go back to my dreadful day. Eventually, I wanted to hit record. I'm telling myself I'm doing this because digital journal. You write in a journal almost every day. So if I'm keeping a digital version of that, then I theoretically do this every day. Anyways, that is my long-winded version of an intro to a video. Not that this video deserves an intro, because I'm self-deprecating, and somehow that'll get you to like me from across your screen. So what's going on in the world? Apparently there's another hurricane on the way. Not on the way here, but on the way to the US. It's passing through the Gulf of Mexico. And I'm just not quite sure of anything. Tired. I am sure that I am tired. Of that you can be sure. How do I get on? You sing and you dance and you get on with your day. You live life to the fullest and dream and hope and all of these things. For tomorrow is another day. I don't have to be entertaining, but I am. Not on purpose, though. My attention at this exact moment is on this duel. Yu-Gi-Oh! What else in the world is happening? The election. That's a big deal. A very, very big deal. Meanwhile, little old me is just going to the gym, hating himself every single day. It is a struggle. It is a struggle. Oh, bada bada boom, bada bada bing, bada boom. Just rambling and bambling. Uploading these videos earns me a net income of 0. In fact, it costs me money because I could be working right now. But I'm not. Rest is unfortunately something that's unnecessary. So I am going to switch games. Playing a game called Figment. Figment of my imagination. Oh, I'm so clever. I am going to bedtime digital games. I am going to attach my charger. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. But I wasn't really saying anything at all. Man, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about myself because all I'm gonna do is just lament and just hate life. To me, life has no hope. It is a challenge to exist every day. It is a challenge to exist. Shout outs to all the people that can relate to that. I am back in the world of Figment. It's a cute little puzzle game. Not much action. And so I am going to be distracted. Although I'm still aware that I'm recording. Okay, so there's a lot of information. I'm gonna work some more later, as in like soon. But damn it. Damn it. Oh man, that has a lingering hitbox. paying attention to the game, truly. Ah, okay, so the game's getting a little more challenging. That's awesome. Whoa, that hitbox is wide. Well, I took some damage there. There's a big apple. No one's home in this gigantic house? I doubt it. The music is nice. I like Figment, just in case. It's a cute little game. Talks about depression in a way. Or at least like it has adult themes. Isn't that funny? How something like depression is considered an adult theme. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Okay, Magic the Gathering has too many cards. Too many cards in Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh! You can just look at the cards and be cool. But with Magic, you damn near gotta break your hand. I've been watching more, or I guess learning more about Magic, but does anyone care? Does anyone care? Maybe a couple of dudes at the card shop do, you know? Some strangers at the card shop, they care. It's something, huh? Learning about cards. I first picked up Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, and I enjoyed it to the point. Well, I enjoyed it a lot, and the reason why I say that is because I even went so far as to create my own Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid. Typical, it was, well, I was gonna call it trash. I was gonna call the fact that I created my own version of Yu-Gi-Oh, my own trading cards, my own tabletop card game. Because I didn't really create the game, I was just copying the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but from memory. I wasn't looking at the card and copying it. I was like, oh, from that young age, I was already able to put together the fact that it was a square or a rectangle, a long vertical rectangle, and then you could write stuff on it, and I was creating rules. I was creating a game. Huh. Wow. Also, shout out to one of the artists for Wizards of the Coast, um, who just recently passed away. I saw that in the news too. Can you believe how shitty I feel about myself? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of stupid that I hate myself so much. I mean, it just does not make sense. I really should not hate myself so much. So when it comes to shuffling, um, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Um, I went to my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Cue the nervous laugh or the insecure laugh. I am actually shuffling my deck. So, since Magic has a humongous library that you play with, Yu-Gi-Oh had to learn that lesson real quick. They couldn't do that with their format because of an incident that happened at one of their professional tournaments. I'm laughing because of what it was. They just had to stop it. Just imagine someone coming, like, okay, so like Magic has 60 cards, but there was a point in Yu-Gi-Oh's early lifespan where there was no limit. And that's all I have to say. That's all I need to say. That's all I will say. They had to learn their lesson real quick to cap it. 40 to 60, 100 cards. I'm sorry, 100 deck. Still learning. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just like grabbing chunks of this deck and shuffling it like this, where I hold it, because these are flimsy. These plastic elastic protectors, they're weak and they tear. I've already torn a couple of them shuffling them like this, right? Because I'm slamming it. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm slamming the edges and it rips. So there are some professional card players out there who shuffle it like this. They grab the middle ish and then they put it on top, so that way you're not slamming the cards into each other. Anyways, this game Figment, let's just stop talking about something that I like and that is interesting to me and that I actually have skill. Am I regenerating? I swear my life points in this game went up, the health bar. I swear I had less health than that. Maybe I'm tripping. I must be tripping. Anyways, the main character, I forget his name, but he's just this like pudgy 30-something-year-old fantastical creature. And he's so cute to look at, but he's going through it, man, and I can totally relate. The art of the shuffle. Man, but they do it quick, man. I can't do it that quick. I am not that adept. I think I have a better understanding of the fine line thing. Again, I'm trying to divert conversation. I was talking about the game and my interests, or my interest in it, and stuff that I like about it, and so I immediately wanna. Whenever I'm talking about stuff that I like, I eventually will stop and move on. Eventually, not because I'm like I've ran out of cool things to talk about, but because I like silence myself and censor myself unnecessarily. I don't know. Life is so shitty, man. You have to balance so many things as an adult. As a kid, man, you fucking kids. You have it so easy. Oh, but what about the pressures of school and blah 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 blah. Listen, I didn't have any pressure at school. I was a smart kid and I've always been a smart kid. So school pressure never fazed me. It's adulthood that fucking is kicking my ass. Damn, the music is tits. Exotic Orchard. That's a cool card, right? It's a land, so you can play it free of cost. And it says tap to add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. Interesting. See, that makes a little bit more sense to me. It's still a little confusing, just because, for obvious reasons. I'm not familiar with the terminology in Magic, but basically your lands are always being played and they're always on the field. So this is a land that can produce any color as long as it's something that your opponent would also be able to produce. Game mechanics. You got to love it, don't you? Don't you just love these game mechanics? Aren't they just so awesome? I feel like a magician. Look at the cards. Look at all the cards. All the cards. Yes, yes, yes. That tournament was interesting. I'll say that much. That tournament was interesting. Believe it or not, I'm actually having a moderate... Well, I wouldn't say I'm having fun right now. But I'm definitely not feeling so depressed. I'm just shuffling my cards, listening to video game music. Playing video game music. As I'm chasing this nightmare. Oh, this nightmare I've become. You know, it is hard to shuffle decks. That is for sure. It is hard. There's definitely an art to it. Not sure I'm picking it up though. I guess over time, you just do something long enough, you pick it up eventually. Shuffling. Key component of video games. Or, I mean, of card games. And there you go. You have a deck that has been shuffled somewhat. I mean, look at this. Like, God, it is so hard to just have it. Look at this. You definitely, like, look at this. I don't know. Oh, this whole time, I don't think you've been able to see it, but I've been, like, holding this whole thing in my hand. It's been crazy, bro. I divided it into 4. Now I'm dividing it into 2. Shuffling it again. Thinking about rules, how important rules play, how important a role rules play in games, and just how important games are in general. shuffling. Jesus, my forearm is getting just absolutely worked. My commander is Gimbal, Gremlin Prodigy. Cost 5 mana. What time is it? 26 minutes? Alright. Gave you... I think that's enough for this journal entry. Gonna upload it now. And then gonna go on with my day. Thank you for watching, anyone who might be. And again, I'm doing my best to like treat this as a digital video journal entry. But do I even want to get paid through YouTube? Do I want to invest more energy into it? Those are all questions that are still up there. So I don't know. But just to play it safe, thank you for watching.